New details have been released in an investigation which alleges that former NFL quarterback Brett Favre had done welfare fraud. So now, specifically, the allegations are that Favre and others took about $77 million in funds from the welfare fund of Mississippi and, used that in ways that they shouldn't have. So now some of this money apparently or allegedly went from the TANF program to build a so-called volleyball center. So now throughout the investigation, Favre claimed that he did absolutely nothing wrong. Oh, no, I had no idea where the money came from. No. And look, I did some ads, and yeah, I got compensated for doing the ads, of course, but I didn't know where the money came from welfare. No. And in fact, I paid the money back. Yes, that's what happened. Now, of course, a series of text messages entered Monday into the state of Mississippi's civil lawsuit over this scandal show something a little bit differently. In fact, Favre had reportedly been seeking financial support to build a new state-of-the-art volleyball stadium at his alma mater of Southern Miss, where his daughter just happened to play volleyball. So now he gets into this scheme, right? First talks to different members of the government, including former Governor Phil Bryant, who helped him devise a scheme to defraud welfare. Now, the texts reportedly show Bryant guiding Favre on how to write a funding proposal that would be accepted by the Mississippi Department of Human Services, and him coordinating with Nancy New. Nancy New, who, by the way, is now cooperating with law enforcement, and she actually was the source of these text messages, has pleaded guilty to state and federal charges over this scheme. So now, this is from reporting from Mississippi Today. The text said, quote, just left Brett Favre, Bryant texted nonprofit founder Nancy New in July of 2019. Within weeks of Davis's departure, that's another person who was supposedly, again, that's someone in the government who was helping facilitate this. Can we help him with this project? We should meet soon to see how I can make sure we keep your projects on course. When Favre had asked Bryant how this new agency director might affect their plans to fund the volleyball stadium, Bryant assured him, I will handle that. Long story, but had to make a change. But I will call Nancy and see what it will take, according to the filing and text Favre forwarded to New. Now, New, of course, was the director of a nonprofit organization who had had a lot of this money funneled through. Now, much of that money, again, allegedly flowed through News Mississippi Community Education Center. And one of its biggest projects was channeling $5 million to the Southern Miss Volleyball Stadium. Now, when it came to Favre, he actually received about $1.1 million in exchange for recording some ads. Now, we find out, of course, that that's in order to get more money funneled from the program, funneled from the state to this volleyball stadium. Now, let me give you one of the most damning exchanges here. And this was later on. Quote, this is from Favre. If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? New responded, no, we never have had that information publicized. I understand you being uneasy about that, though. Gee, I wonder why. Let's see what happens on Monday with the conversation with some of the folks at Southern Miss. Maybe it will click with them, hopefully. Favre responded, okay, thanks. The next message says is from New, saying, wow, just got off the phone with Phil Bryant. He is on board with us. We will get this done. Favre responded, awesome. I needed to hear that for sure. Now, look, if you're worried about the media finding out what they will say about it, then you might be doing something, wrong. Just saying. But look, he knew it. He knew he was doing something wrong. again, these are poor people in the poor state of the country. And here we have a multimillionaire ex-NFL player pretty much robbing them to do a special project. And to make it worse, he took credit for raising that money when in reality, he didn't actually raise that money. He stole it from welfare with the help of greasy politicians, Republican politicians in this case, thieves, literal thieves. Now, look, Phil Bryant is not the governor of Mississippi anymore, but the current governor, Tate Reeves, also a Republican, well, he could do something about this. He could look into it. Oh, right, he's not. In fact, they're not pursuing the matter, and even they even fired the attorney bringing the state's case when he had tried to subpoena documents related to the volleyball stadium. So now you have Tate Reeves, Republican governor of Mississippi, that's like, oh, no, don't look into this, don't look into this, you're fired, get out. Oh, great, yeah, so this is what we're doing, okay?
Fired!
Get out! You're actually going to investigate corruption? People, wealthy football players stealing money from welfare? No. Get out. Not going to happen. You want to talk about the swamp? It's a swamp. Okay? Again, stealing from poor people to give to the rich. Brett Favre is worth for $138 million. I'm just saying. Bryant is a Republican as well. Bryant has denied for years any close involvement in the steering of welfare funds to the stadium. Although, apparently, plans for the project included naming the very building after him, according to one text. Look, you want to talk about entitlement, right? Here's the thing about that. Everybody here that's involved in the story believed that they were entitled to welfare money. You're going to give the money to poor people? No. I'm going to take the money. I'm going to benefit from this money. My daughter needs a new volleyball center. That's what she needs. Now, look, if I were her, I'd be pissed. I'd be ashamed. I'd be embarrassed. I mean, it's disgusting. But her dad obviously is not ashamed or embarrassed. No, because he knew about it. And his only thought was, yeah, but what if the media finds out? Oh, we can't have that. It's absolutely disgusting. Look, the whole situation here is just disgusting, gross. He's an immoral person, terrible person, stealing from, again, the poorest of the poor to benefit himself and even pocketing his own money. Just no, total corruption. And the fact that the new governor has decided not to look into this, not to charge Bryant or Favre in relation to this, to even indict them or investigate them? No. If they don't, again, they'll prove just how corrupt they really are.